Darkness envelopes him. Stay until the end, or the water finally stills. He had been preparing for this moment for years, but nothing could have truly readied him for the crushing pressure and disorienting darkness of the deep cave. The sound of his own breathing was the only constant, a reminder that he was still alive. As he descended, the water pressure increased, threatening to implode his lungs, and the cold seeped into his bones, numbing his senses. What he discovered out there is something most people spend a lifetime avoiding. The darkness was absolute, a living entity that wrapped itself around him, making it hard to discern up from down. He fumbled for his light, the beam cutting through the blackness like a knife, illuminating the towering walls of the cave. Every movement stirred up a cloud of silt, reducing visibility to near zero. Patterned on the walls, like some ancient language, were formations that told the story of Ian's past. What happened next changed everything he thought he knew about himself. The silence that followed was unlike any he had ever heard. In this desolate landscape, time lost all meaning, and he was left with only his thoughts. Memories long buried began to resurface, like bubbles rising to the surface of the water. As he swam deeper, the cave began to narrow, the passage constricting to a tiny opening, just large enough for him to squeeze through. The water rushed past him, a deafening roar that threatened to consume him whole. On the other side, he found himself in a vast underwater chamber, the ceiling lost in darkness. The stillness was almost palpable, a physical presence that enveloped him. It was as if the cave was holding its breath, waiting for him to uncover its secrets. And then, there was the moment of perfect clarity, when the water stilled, and he saw himself, suspended in the darkness, a small, insignificant speck, yet connected to everything. In this instant, he understood that the journey outward was, in truth, a journey inward, a journey to the depths of his own soul. The realization was both exhilarating and terrifying, like standing on the edge of a precipice, staring into the unknown. As he made his way back through the winding passages, the darkness seemed less oppressive, the silence more profound. He knew that he would never forget this journey, this plunge into the unknown, and the secrets it had revealed.